Set. 19. Check back 47. Go for the line.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Staying on his feet. Able to fight through one tackle. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Buzz!
Mike. I got one. Whip. Watch the whip. Checked up for a second.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch safety going down. He's coming. Safety's creeping. Undercrush. Watch the slant. Motion.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st and 10, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike's 47. Watch the pass.
Watson now to throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Texans first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Check 43.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Jenkins on the cover.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. No score after one on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Brown. 63 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Check three. Line him up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Breeze now to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Is the mic. 47 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
3rd and long. It's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
10. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Over. Check 30 seconds. Shit.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Hey, kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the end.
Good. Line 4, ready. Hey, exit.
Now Breeze. Flush to his right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
6-6, pull it high.
Deuce. No.
Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Looking to throw. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Ginn. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Take 4, take 4.
Go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now this time Breeze will throw. And incomplete.
Breeze pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
36.
Here I come. Mike, check 33. 33.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Brings up second and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They go to Johnson again, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patrick. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Pick up the ball. Hey, 31! 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. I'm here all day. Truck. 47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Here's Breeze. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Hey, high 7.
Wait a second.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Hey, Delta.
Check 31. Check 31. Kill. SOS.
Over.
SOS.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
5-8. It's a party now. It's a party now. 5-9.
So after the INT, it's Brees. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back.
Throwing now is Brees. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brees. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
It's a gain of 14
Ready?
yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 31, Texans 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third down and 12. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 30 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill shedding the tackle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
We want it. Come down.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big-time play there for the Texans. 55 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. We own them. We own them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he'll get this one to Patrick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Alpha.
33. Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check safety. Check safety.
Ready, tackle.
Breeze is looking to throw.
Check, 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 check.
6 guys.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Tom.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
0-2.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Hey, tight ends, watch tight ends.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
15.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.